Feminine Educator. Okay, here we go. Hey, it's Anathea, your Divine Feminine Educator, here to talk to you today about your fifth chakra. What's your fifth chakra? Is it open? Is it closed? Is it shut down? Has it been wounded? Does it hold ancestral memory that we're learning how to overcome right now? Most importantly, do you know what the fifth chakra is? The fifth chakra is your throat chakra, and it's the color blue. And so that's why I'm wearing all this blue today with the fifth chakra. So I have quite a bit to share with you today about it. I want to share with you the negative expressions, the positive expressions. I want to share with you some exercises that we can do as well. Oh boy, the fifth chakra. What a discussion to talk about this today. What is the fifth chakra about? It's about you being able to speak your truth. It's about communication. It's about aligning your will with divine will. It's about your ability to have your will aligned with what I call luck. Which is living under correct knowledge. If you don't have the proper knowledge, then you can't align your will with divine will. You can't align your will with truth, with universal truth. And right now, especially, there is so much misinformation and information and opinions and confusion. And that's why it's really important for you at this time to really go inward and see what is your truth. So the yogic word for this chakra is Visuddha. And what that means translated is especially pure. You see, a negative expression of the throat chakra is when you lie and manipulate, when you're not speaking the truth. And that can be even well intended. I'm sensing there's something wrong. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's okay. And you put a smiley face on. That shuts your throat chakra down. You're not especially pure. See, purity comes from aligning yourself with your truth. And when you align yourself with your truth, you're really aligning yourself with universal truth. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm talking about the fifth chakra. So put a comment in. I'd love to see who's here right now. All right. So, this is the fifth chakra is about your choice of words. What words do you choose to speak? Because the words that you choose to speak create your reality. One of the words that we use a lot, and I still catch myself doing, I'm going to try to get to the store this afternoon. I'm going to try to clean the house today. I'm going to try to be on time with my friend. If we keep on trying, we're never going to get there. So our words are so powerful. Karen, so good to see you here, honey. Thanks for being here. Love it, love it, love it. So listen to the words that you speak, how you speak them, and what are your intentions behind them. We really haven't learned how to speak in a way that's really commanding, but not overpowering. It's a beautiful thing in the morning. I have like affirmations that I do, and they're literally powerful proclamations, so to speak. And I play with different ones, different times. But I want to encourage you to awaken your voice. And part of this doing lives is for me to open my voice. You see, I too, just like you probably, have been programmed. I'm having a memory, Karen. I'm having a memory that I really want to share, but I'm not going to share it because it's way personal. It goes back to our childhood about our throats being shut down. So it really takes courage. Our voices are taken away from us at a very, 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 very young age. And it's interesting that I'm coughing right now. And let me tell you, guess what's connected to your throat chakra? Your sex chakra. In the third, Helena, good to see you here. Or Helen, good to see you here, honey. In the third trimester, when you were a little fetus inside your mama's womb, in the third trimester, your vocal cords and your genitals were being developed at the same time. I've witnessed this many, many times as I've been doing healings on women and also my own personal experience, that this is directly connected to this. So how you treat your sex life is how you treat your level of communication. So the better that you can communicate, the better your sex life is going to be. It's so, so true. Okay, so I'm getting off on a tangent on that because I really want to talk about all of the negative expression and the positive expression. But one of the things I want to mention about the throat chakra is this is a chakra related to your personal authority. So how much personal authority do you actually have? And do you waver with your personal authority depending upon what other people need? And do you have a sense of self-awareness so that you can actually set healthy boundaries and be aware of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and not afterwards say, oh, shoot, I should have said no, I didn't want to really do that. A negative expression of a shut down throat chakra or an out of balance throat chakra is a people pleaser. And there's so many of us that are people pleasing. None of us like the idea of disappointing somebody, but sometimes you just have to. Maybe, not everyone's going to like you all of the time. And so you have to sometimes disappoint people if it's in your best interest, if it's really your truth. And I want to encourage you to have the courage. I want to encourage you to have the courage to speak your truth, but learn how to speak it, not in a way that shuts other people down. Learn how to speak your truth in a way that is very clear, that's very loving. I had to actually tell a man yesterday, he wanted to rent from me, and the writing was on the wall. I knew that I couldn't do that. But I really liked him. I really liked who he was. And so I told him that. And then I told him that I'm going to be using that rental unit for something else, which was the truth. You see, when you lie, and it really became clear to me, I was like, I have to, and now that's a sign I really do have to use my tiny house for a couples retreat and give them astrology readings and give them the communication course so that they can have a better connection in their relationship. So I have this weekend package that I'm going to put together to support couples in really, really honoring and loving each other. First, by loving themselves. So, but I had to speak my truth. And I felt really good about it because I spoke to him in a way that honored him, but also honored my truth. I wasn't looking forward to the call, but I feel like I had the strength and the way to speak it in a way I didn't get a pit in my stomach or get all freaked out or scared or anything. I really opened my heart to him, but I also opened my heart to myself and really told him the truth of what was important to me. And we both honored each other in that way. So what is your fifth chakra superpower? Your fifth chakra superpower is expressing your truth. It's also your ability to be creative with your expressions. And then it's also the other thing that's your superpower is to be able to ask for what you need. So can you ask for what you need? You see, we've been brought up and told that having needs means you're needy. But guess what? Knowing your needs is the most empowering thing that you can do as a person. But I'm not talking about I need you to stop being such a jerk. What I'm talking about is being able to ask for your needs, like your core needs. Like, I need gentleness. I need to feel heard and understood. I need connection. I need communication. I need cleanliness. I need order in my house. I need quiet. I need sleep. I need understanding. I need compassion. See, when I do coaching with women and I ask them, what do you need? I want you to be able to, when someone asks you, or just you, ask yourself, what do I need? What do I really need? You ask yourself that right now. Can you rattle them off right now? So what I need is communication. And so I'm going to do this for me personally. Gosh, what I need is support. What I need is encouragement. What I need is more computer knowledge, more ease and flow with a darn computer. What I need is cleanliness. What I need is to be able to go out and walk and not be afraid of those darn bears out there. What do you need? Can you rattle them off really easily? Because it's when you get connected to your core needs that you're going to strengthen your throat chakra and be able to give those core needs a voice. All right, so some negative expressions of the throat chakra are needing to control relationships. You see, that's when we don't have the strength to be able to be in our strength and just speak our truth. We try to manipulate and control. But the truth is you cannot control another. The only person that you can control is yourself. So that's a weak throat chakra. The other expression of a negative expression of a closed down or shut down throat chakra is not listening to your inner voice. You know, you heard that and you heard yourself say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, but you went ahead and did it anyway. That's a just shut down throat chakra, believe it or not. And that's also here. These chakras kind of blend into each other. Lying and manipulation. Man, oh man, that will rip your aura. If you don't tell the truth, it literally rips your energy field. Don't do that. Don't even do white lies to be nice to somebody. That's not the, you don't have to be mean to people, but you don't have to. White lies are not good. Speak the truth and you'll keep your energy field in balance and harmony. You'll feel more powerful. You just need to learn how to speak your truth in a way that doesn't put people on the defensive. And there's an art to that called heart talk. That's a course that I teach. Okay, so another one that's a negative expression of your throat chakra is when your words don't match your actions. And I've heard this from him. He's all talk but no action, or he says one thing and does another. And I'm not tagging it on him, a he, but I hear this from women a lot, and I've had this experience. They're out of integrity. I've had people where they're out of integrity. They'll say one thing or another. You know, one thing that we do colloquial, oh, well, let's have lunch sometime. And then we never call the person, right? So you see, it's built into the way we communicate is to not speak our truth. And this rips our energy field and distorts our ability to stay aligned and centered. So another negative expression of the throat chakra is being a chatty Cathy. So I'm kind of being a chatty Cathy right now, but hey, I'm doing a live. But have you ever been with somebody? That is one thing that I cannot tolerate, is someone that talks my head off. I had one woman, she talked so much, she was literally gasping for air because she was talking so quickly, she couldn't get enough air in. And, you know, that's a whole other subject. And it really, my heart went out to her because it's her childhood wound that she just didn't have a voice when she was younger. And so, you know, people, like, have you ever actually been talking to someone and you try to walk away and they'll start talking even more? Have you ever had that phenomenon happen? Well, it's their abandonment wound. We all have these abandonment wounds, and we were not listened to when we were little kids. We had these big giants that were telling us what to do. Don't feel bad. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Why are you doing that? You know, and these were these big giants telling us all these things, right? Did you ever have a parent that like knelt down and got close and said, so you're not feeling good today? What's going on? Instead, it's like, oh, you'll feel better. Don't worry. But did we ever have caregivers that really took the extra time? And I think I had great parents, but we're evolving. And I think that parenting is a huge job and it takes a lot of patience. But think about it. When we were these little kids, we had these giants telling us what to do. That shut down our throat chakra. And it's still happening as an adult to you today. So working your throat chakra and opening up your throat chakra is well worth it. Let me tell you, one of the biggest things too that many people suffer from is thyroid disease. The throat chakra, hypo is most common. I have hyper. So this is a very chronic situation with us not being able to speak our truth. And then given the state of affairs right now of us like this, I'm not even going to talk about that because that inherently is not good conditioning for us. There are other options. Whoa, I just am not going to even talk about that. But that is that is directly related to this area of your body. And let me tell you, I'm just going to say it. I don't know what the percentage of women that are raped in our society, but gagged and raped go hand in hand. So what I'm talking about with this throat chakra is super, super serious about your empowerment, my empowerment, our empowerment. For you to be able to voice your truth is paramount. Okay. If you give the silent treatment to somebody, that's also a shut down throat chakra. So see, learning how to speak your truth and just saying, that really doesn't work for me. Or, when you did that, gosh, it really hurt my heart. These are beautiful things to be able to share with another that's close to you. Do you? Or do you just get, oh, it doesn't really matter. Don't do that. It does matter. What you're feeling is true, is valid, validated. Honor it. Give it a voice. So, positive expressions of the throat chakra are knowing yourself well enough to make clear decisions, to know yourself, to have personal authority, to know what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. And when you're faced with something and you have to make a decision at that point, that you have the wherewithal to go inward either in that moment and say, yeah, that'll work for me, or no. Or to say, which is a beautiful thing to learn to say, is, you know what, let me think about it, okay? And sometimes when you say, let me think about it, that person never gets back to you. So, what we need in order to expand and grow is spaciousness. You don't have to decide everything right now. You don't have to please that person in that moment right now. You can say, you know what, I really need time with that. I really need to think about that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's having your self-awareness and personal authority and expressing, holding yourself as sacred, that you are valid enough to be considered and not just jump to someone else's whims. Guess what that's called? Codependency. All right. The last one is a positive expression. Well, two more. Positive expression of the throat chakra is keeping your word. If you say something, you're going to do it. So be aware of that, because if you say something and you don't do it, even the littlest things, it really does rip your energy field. It weakens your energy field. And then upfront communication, which I've been talking about this whole life, is really upfront communication. So what does the throat chakra teach you? The throat chakra teaches you that you cannot control another. The only one that you can control is yourself. And for you to be able to align your will with divine will and be able to be in your power and speak your truth. That's the lesson of the throat chakra. Have you ever experienced a lump in your throat? I teach how to master your emotions as well. And so I do a lot of work with my own personal emotions. And I know my pain body. When I get triggered and I get upset, I just close my eyes, I go inward, and I know. I've worked up the chakras. It's a thing in the back of my throat. And it's like, watch, I'm just going to do the illustration and then maybe you can see. It's in the back of my throat. Whoa, this is an intense thing to talk about right now. So, your voice matters. Your smile matters. Your ability to speak your truth and be in your integrity and be in your authenticity and not waver because everybody else is doing it is important. Have the courage to stand up for what you feel is right. Your body's going to tell you. Your body's going to tell you. All right, so let's do an exercise. How do you open the throat chakra? For the next week, I want you to pay attention to where you're compromising your truth, where you're not asking for what you need, or not knowing what you need, or being afraid to ask for what you need. I want you to practice your asking for what you need muscle this week, today, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. Your needs are important. They're normal. They're natural. And that's part one. Part two is if somebody asks you about something or asks something of you or wants something of you, and you're not sure, just say, I don't think that works for me. Be willing to say, that doesn't really work for me. Be willing to say that. Give that on for a try. The other way that you can open up your throat chakra is by singing and chanting. So I do yogic chants when I'm in my car. I put a CD on, or I put it on my iPhone, and I can do yogic chants. I'll tell you, it was really beautiful when I was doing my Kundalini teacher training, and I drove to LA once a month across the desert from Las Vegas to LA, and I would sing the whole way. That is a beautiful, beautiful way to open up your throat chakra. Sing or chant, yogic chants. Either way, that's a beautiful way. So, in conclusion, how is your fifth chakra expressing itself in your life? Is your throat chakra open or is it shut down? Are you able to easily speak your truth or is it difficult? Are you a people pleaser? Do you try to control others to get your needs met instead of being able to speak it clearly and lovingly? These are all issues of opening the fifth chakra. So I hope that this was helpful. Please check out the links in this video. The article that I wrote about the fifth chakra is in the link. And then I also have a beautiful guided meditation that I created for this series. And I actually take you through all of the beautiful colors. So you close your eyes and I take you through a guided meditation. And it's really beautiful because it balances and heals all of your chakras. Once you learn it from me, you could literally do it yourself as well. So I hope you found this helpful. Please comment. Please share. What else? And I'll be here next week for the third eye, the sixth chakra. All right. Oh, and today is 11/11. Today is the day of illumination. I am doing a women's circle tonight, 6 to 7:30, where I'm going to do that actual guided meditation so that you can illuminate your divine feminine soul. Now is not a time for us to just we need to go inward, but go inward in our power, not go inward in depression, confusion. Go inward and ignite the power, the divine feminine power that you hold within. And I can show you how. That's what needs to be happening right now, because there is a strong negative force that's pressing down on us. But through that, we can rise and awaken. So this is the great awakening. And it's important that we start speaking that into aliveness. Okay? So if you're interested, please DM me or just put in the comment. I can put the link to the women's circle tonight. And I'll see you next week with the sixth chakra, your intuition. Have a beautiful day. Thanks so much for being here. Namaste.